for everybody that has a challenge creating content, to me, this is an easy solution. And I've told this to a lot of people, and they've only all come back and said, oh my gosh, this is so easy. So if you're having trouble creating content,
listen up.
Listen up. This strategy really works like crazy. So it happened when I was at a breakfast with one of my partners and a couple of our clients, and we were just talking like we talk, right? And a couple of really cool things were said, and I took notes because I like to remember the cool things that are said. So that was nothing different than I do any other time. So any of you that have meetings with anyone who is in any way interesting, write down the notes and just take a few like signposts of the topic that you talked about. If you don't have anyone who has anything interesting to say, have your connections and your meetings with more interesting people. Get rid of all the people in your life right now, today. No. But
that's good advice,
seriously,
though.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't, you're probably hanging out with the wrong people. So now we've got you to, you're doing what you always do, you're eating, and you're meeting with somebody at some point who has something interesting to say, and you take a little note. Well, at the end, just say, and this is what I did, I just took out my iPhone at the end and I said, hey, we talked about some really cool stuff. Would you mind if I just shot a couple videos about the things we talked about? And everybody was like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. Okay. I've only had I think I've shot over 1,000 of these now. I've only had one person who couldn't do it. He didn't say no. He just couldn't, like when I was like, okay, so what do you think about that? And he'd be like,
some people get super awkward.
I mean, it was the weirdest thing. So I was just like, that's okay.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. We're good. Yeah. But the other 999 people, it was no problem. And I just do a 1 to 4.5 minute, never over 5, excuse me, video about what we talked about. And that...
and that's just hitting the high points that you wrote down.
Yeah. Now, what's cool about that is, so now, rather than the 1.5 hour long lunch that you had, where you talked about a bunch of stupid stuff that nobody cares about, you care about, the two of you care about, but the world does not. Rather than that, where somebody would have to watch all that stuff to pick out the
couple nuggets,
golden nuggets,
right?
You have boiled them all down for them, extracted them, and delivered it in a short period of time.